Thank you very much, guys. This is Joe with your interview translation of today. Here with Kingzone Dragon X, pulling up a 2-0 once again. Not in the same fashion as they used to do, but we're going to be hearing from the winners and the MVPs from this series, Peanut and Prey, for the interview. Seven series straight win for you guys. Prey, how do you feel? It was a shaky series for us for sure, but 2-0 still feels valuable for us and still makes us very happy. And I know that it's my first MVP point, and that measly 100 point that I got sure means a lot today. Peanut, it wasn't an easy game for you guys, and you got the win. How do you feel? First game was basically a loss for us, and after winning out such a drastic victory on that one, it really turned the tables on our emotions of how we handled the game and gave us a lot of boost going into game 2. And since we haven't seen Prey in the interview booth in a while, and of course that you guys are extending this win streak to quite a while now, and you're about to break the 17-win streak that has been held by SK Telecom. I know somehow we're very close to there, but I know that we're nowhere close to a perfect team, and it's something that we kind of humbles us to be doing this well. Let's talk about game 1. The first kill came at 39 minutes. And it actually did come from Jinner's end. And what was the struggle and what was the thought process on going that late into the game without kills? I mean, it was about Prey, who needed to make the first initiates to make the attack, and even during the second Baron, and we thought a kill might come then, but a mistake from our part led to the first kill, and later on we just kind of saw Israel just pop and just die off, and kind of a surprise for us. And I think the game itself kind of shows itself that it does extend over to long games like this quite easily, and for us it's actually the first time ever that we had such a long game, and it was a difficult one to really solve out for us. I'm sure you guys thought that you guys should have gotten the win at the first kill. Yeah, after the first Baron, we thought that we might need to handle this game a little bit differently now, and the team morale went really low after that one. So, and we just tried to cheer each other on and hope for the best. And we knew that the later we go into the competition, we were going to be weaker than the opponent team, so we weren't feeling good, definitely. And he did a very good job on that one, getting the angles right with his skill shot. So I was very impressed by how the opponents killed me on that one. And you guys were at your Nexus, and didn't you think that you guys lost the game? We didn't want to think that we lost, but and we were just trying to think of all the infinite ways of how we could stop them from taking the win, and who was the most passionate in trying to stop the win there for Jinner. As soon as they were hitting the Nexus turrets, and we were telling each other that it might end, and we tried to get the Caitlyn first for one at a time, and somehow it got extended to give us a win there. Who was the biggest benefactor in the one making this happen? I think Israel's shuckling was great, kind of Prey was the first one to tell me to stay Israel, but it's mostly due to the opponents making the mistakes rather than us doing everything perfect to get this happen, because I think the opponent's mistake really added on to allowing this to happen. If there was someone else you could pick out for MVP for that game, who would you pick? And there was the only way that we could get that done was with through Rise, and you can spread the damage through that. And I looked at the screen after the game and saw me on the screen, and I would have thought that BDD could have been a viable winner on that one. Let's talk about the early game, picking out the controls of the objectives. We actually thought that Peanut would have been an MVP, and we thought it could have been anybody really. Cloud Templar picked Peanut, but it really doesn't mean much where the entire team contributed to it. But let's go over to game 2, and definitely wasn't an easy game either. And you did pick out the Zyrakan combo for this game, and a lot of people are liking this that combo in this specific patch. I think 8.1 patch showed Africa's use of the Zyrakan, and I think slowly as the meta moves on, the Zyrakan is getting a little bit of love and getting a little bit of priority in the pick bans. I mean, it wasn't about putting the Rakan up and trying to pick out a ban from the opponents, but it was about us having a composition and after a little bit while, we thought that Rakan was open during the ban pick phase, and we wanted to pick it up as soon as we remembered and saw it. And Ezreal, 8 uses of that champion for you guys, and you guys are getting the wins every time. And you seem like you're identifying yourself with that champion. Or do you have a confidence with that champion specifically? What are you asking? Well, I mean, it's a good champion, and it was in a good situation, when the wins went right. I think the stats aren't the biggest factor in telling us what that means for the champion. I feel like the objectives and the macro fights and all the surrounding aspects that get you the win, and feels like it's very important. But who do you feel like gets the biggest control in controlling the leadership of the team? It's always about our coaching staff always telling us to prioritize the objectives, and that getting the objectives early should allow us to make the game a little bit easier on us through the mid to late game. And it's very important for all of our teammates to look at the game the same way and have a very similar, parallel perspective on how to win a game, and I think that our team does a good job with that one. And I heard that today is your last match and you guys are awaiting your long break. How do you feel about that one? Yeah, we have a long break before we get our next game coming up for LCK. And you know that getting this long break is a bit special, but I feel like it's still gonna be practice regimes going back and forth while enjoying a little bit of time off as well, but it shouldn't be too special. We do have a lot of fans on the stage here and trying to cheer for you guys. Let's say to them. But New Year's coming up for Lunar, and although we're gonna be having a good rest, we're gonna come back and try to show a stronger team for King Zone. And I hope you guys have a great holiday, and we'll see you back after the holidays. Pray anything to the fans? No, I was specifically lucky to get 100 points in MVP, and I'm gonna try to do well to be a good player and to get all the love from you guys. And that was your interview with Prey and Peanut. Specifically, Prey for the very first time getting the 100 MVP points for this guy. We're gonna head it back to you guys.